Hello?
Who the fuck you go to the show with last night?
I didn't go to the show last night.
You ain't got to lie. 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 You ain't got to lie.
Straight Avenue Podcast, episode 17. What's up, guys? How's it going?
Shout out.
I'm tempted to just indicate this is not the first time we've done this, but I'll just keep it pushing. Like, what's up, Aubrey, bro? How you doing, man?
Yeah, man.
You good?
Man, we good.
Nice to have you back, bro. Like, it's been a minute, man.
Hey, a minute too long, man. But it's given me an opportunity to just sit back and enjoy the show as a fan. You guys have been killing it. Loving the sessions you guys have been having. Relevant topics as well. So it's been a blast.
Different vibe, different setting.
100.
You know what I mean? Tabs, you good?
Good.
So we were cracking a joke just earlier about phones, right? And unfortunately, Tabs was on the wrong side of the joke.
What's deep inside?
But good to have you here, bro. Like, good to have you. Appreciate you coming through, man. And we got Q. How's it going, bro? You good?
What up, bro? All good over here.
Always great to have you, man. Always great to have you. We got Tunes in the building. Tunes, what's up, my guy?
I'm all good, my
What's up, my boy?
I'm all good, my G. You know, always pushing tunes, I say. It's the international Kipiza.
Right.
But yeah, I'm good, dog. How was your weekend, guys?
Mine was good, man, actually. It was really, really good. I think it was great that the weather was, like, very cozy. So you were kind of forced to, like, stay indoors and kind of get productive.
Stay indoors alone.
Oh, Tunes. And then...
Nah, I just want to check, you know, who was indoors alone? I know I wasn't indoors alone.
And then...
Stancy, were you indoors
Bro,
alone?
what are you doing?
I don't count me in, my brother. The question is too early. It's too early.
bro.
It's too early.
In the house.
We just got started.
Family.
Hey, you ready?
Future family.
But it was nice to kind of kick back, get productive, plan the show, and you know what I mean. And it was I was saying before we started, like, Tunes literally came from porch, you know, this morning. Talk about commitment, my guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was like 12, and you were saying like, I'm coming. I'm like, hey, dude, 2 hours. I'm not sure, but you made it, bro. We appreciate you coming through.
Shout out to dog.
We're gonna have an amazing discussion today, guys. I think this last week has been so, like, busy and hectic.
Yeah.
Enough happened that we want to unpack. People were getting slapped, you know what I mean? People were getting punched and slapped in the ring.
We were talking last night, yeah.
You know what I mean? It's been a violent week if you think about it. Like, a lot of activity has been around that, you know? But we're going to be looking at just like social topics, what's been going on social media, and we'll look at it a bit more deeper around, you know, the behind the scenes, what happens from a business standpoint, and also, you know, giving flowers to the guys who deserve it in that space. Fortunate enough, we're somebody that is really, really big in that space. And before we even introduce him, I think we just need to point out, like I was saying before, around how we don't personally, like, I think as a country or as a continent, as black people, we don't give our celebrities enough shine like they deserve. We look like, I was actually checking, funny enough, I think Tom Cruise was in the country recently, right?
Okay.
Shooting, I think, the new...
Mission Impossible 842.
I see I'm not the only one who's tired now, eh?
It's really Mission Impossible because I don't think they're getting it.
You know what?
That's why they call it Mission Impossible, man.
I was so happy to see the trailer for Top Gun. Because I'm just like, something different from
Something
this,
different from a change,
At least, eh?
But
At least.
Top Gun is still a sequel, man. Is there anything original out there? You know?
We're tired, but of Mission Impossible.
Yeah,
but to my point, I was just saying, like, there was a lot of attention. You've seen how people were crying and fainting when they just saw him, right?
Okay.
But when it comes to our local celebrities, you know, we had Black Coffee just win a Grammy recently.
Oh,
right?
yeah! Shout out to Black Coffee.
We have to give some kudos, right?
Yes, sir.
It's like we don't really, give enough flowers and celebrate our own celebrities. And I think we need to kind of start changing that pattern. And it's platforms like these where we really can utilize our voices to shed a light on the amazing stuff that we have in Africa and talent that we have in Africa. So in that space, without any further ado, we got the main man, Mr. NT. What's happening?
Oh, yeah, boy.
Shout out for having me, man. This is your boy from Soweto, man. Mr. NT. Nice things. Always bringing the nice vibes, Wearing my own easy. Come on, a combo. Yeah, man. Thank you for having me, guys.
Appreciate you, bro.
Let's have fun. Man.
Yeah, for sure. So, on this show, it's about talking about stuff that is going on currently in real life stuff, right?
Yeah.
But I think it's great to have you also join in that conversation. So we'll kind of delve into, more information around you to get to know you. But I think it'll be great to get your take on the stuff that we're talking about, just around social media, right? So in terms of what you do, if people don't know, Mr. NT is a professional dancer, right? So talk about hip-hop dancing, the whole culture. Like, he's shedding a light on that from an African perspective globally, right? This man has 450,000 plus TikTok followers. I mean, that alone, guys, I think deserves a little bit of kudos.
Just by next month, 500,000, I promise you. I promise you.
Easy. I mean, like, if you see his work, it's amazing, man. Like,
shout out.
For me, it's like, how did you get involved in that? Like, how did you start? What was your...
Okay, let me tell you in the beginning. How it started was lockdown, man.
Right.
I used to live doing gigs. Used to pay the bills, man. Practicing, having a team, and
doing gigs where? Where were you doing gigs? In Joburg?
Yeah, in Joburg. I do a lot of corporate.
Corporate gigs.
That's where the money is, man. You don't have to see me on TV.
Right.
I have a lot of bros that have been on TV, but they always say, "Don't come drop it somewhere."
It's not about that.
Yeah. So
TV,
you don't have to brag,
Right.
Just make your cheese and just keep quiet and work harder. You know what I mean?
When did you start seeing that this could possibly be a career? Like,
what happened? As I was still telling you, when lockdown hit.
Yeah.
I had a lot of, I was gigging so many times in a way of, I'll get other gigs. I'm like, we can pay you before the gig comes. I'm like, nah, relax.
Yeah.
When I finish my gig, pay me. So I don't want to chow the money. Lockdown hits.
Yeah.
Yo, I was like, I should have took the guams. So what happened? I was chilling with my boy. I was staying with my boy, and then now. There's no more guams. There's no more gig. My last gig I did was I was performing with AKA.
Oh, nice.
At the Metro Awards.
Nice.
That was my last proper gig.
Right.
That money, bro, I had to last me, man. I had to like push me and all that. So I am seeing the rent situation,
It's getting hectic.
Yeah, it's getting hectic, And I got 2 babies, man. I got 2 kids. Man.
Family
I'm
man.
a father.
Yes, sir.
I'm a baba. Yeah, man. Shout out to my daughter.
Nice,
Shout out to my boy, Sipo Quintin. I love you guys.
Right.
Doing this for you,
Right.
But until you've been doing this before lockdown. It's not like
Yeah.
Because
I wanted to explain about the TikTok situation. And then we can go back how I started to get my powers kind of forever, man. So what happened is when lockdown started to hit, now you're at home. I did the grocery situation, stack my can stuff, and then what
Everybody
happened?
did that, right?
So now you're chilling now.
I'm waiting for him to mention the tissue. Why are you skipping the tissue?
Tissues and the ties, you have to have connection for tissue now, bro. I'm calling my connect, calling the plug.
But why? Does anyone know what was the tissue thing about?
Where's one of the symptoms like diarrhea or something?
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
You just want to, the simple things in life matter when it comes to crunch time.
Yeah.
You don't want to be caught without tissue.
No, but bro,
luxurious drink,
bro.
But you can never be caught without tissue.
No, but and I get that argument, right? But I'm saying, like, before tissue, right? I'm thinking food.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, you know, like those
Something
kind of
to drink water and- you know,
whatever. Man.
Tissue was like the last thing.
But there was a crazy
Yeah,
sensation
it was crazy. It was crazy.
about tissue. I'm like,
Yeah.
for black people, no? I don't know if you know.
I want to see where you're going with this.
For black people,
Not all black people.
Do you
Black people
understand?
from the
Dang,
town.
my son, my boy.
We have so gone left here. We have really.
I'm just saying. But you know what's crazy? I didn't even need to say it. Everyone knew what I was saying. So like, I wouldn't think tissue is
Let me tell you something. It's poor people.
We
Just like
always
lots of
up
black
to
people
date,
are poor.
dog.
We've had a lot of practice, you know. It's about the practice, you know. It's like that thing of, that's how you know you black when there's no tissue. It's yellow pages.
You ask in the house, did you read this newspaper? You already know where it's going.
Get out of here.
Has everybody read the paper?
Yeah, did you read this one? Okay, cool, thank you. I already know.
Do you understand?
No, but I, for me, I think it's a beautiful thing. It speaks to our resilience as a people.
Get out of here.
We're gonna get stuck.
That's gonna make the resilience.
That's something you can be proud of.
You must be proud.
Man.
You must make a plan, guys. You can't get stuck.
I love my stories, but not like that.
I don't like that, dog.
Because it's not a story that you're gonna share with people.
Not even wipes. I'm wipes. The first thing you think of is the Daily Sun, bro. Sunday Times.
You start calculating it.
That's when you want the media. That's when you believe in the media.
So fundamental, what I'm saying is, I was just wondering with the tissue thing, because it's like, that's not the first thing I think we'd be going for. You know what I'm saying? Like, there are enough alternatives for black people.
Tavi saying, I'm waiting for you to rescue. Help us.
I've been saying we read a lot of news, man.
But anyway, let's move on. So fundamentally, what I'm trying to talk about is just like, you know, we were trying to understand how you started in this thing, right?
Yeah, as I was still saying, in lockdown strike, it was like, you know what? There's no guilty. You know, what used to keep me going was I started getting weight.
Right.
Gaining weight because I used to go to the studio practice, you know. The body gets used to them. We don't gym, man. So I started gymming, cooking is insane.
No, it's great cardio.
Yeah.
It's great cardio.
So it got to a point to be like, hey, I'm seeing everyone TikTok.
Right.
I'm like, you know what, maybe just to keep me going. I didn't have that mindset of like, I want to try and I want to be the... I'm like, but I want to do something different.
Right.
Understand? So it got to a point where I started hollering at people I know. Yo, bruh, people who are trending on TikTok. Yo, can you please help me? Oh, man, I'm too busy, man. You know, understand?
Yeah.
When someone is there, they don't never think about helping someone else. You know what I mean? So I actually, everything you see there, I did it myself. No one taught me anything. Yeah, so it got to a point I'm like, let me just take a video out of boredom, you know?
Yeah.
Post it, I'm seeing the response, I'm doing it, I'm like, let me do a feature.
Okay.
Called one of my homeboys, his name is Bruce D, all the way from Pretoria, Guardians of Soweto.
Nice.
He's pushing music too, man. You must check him out, man. Instagram, everything, Bruce D, man. Shout out to the boy. He came through, man. My first video to go viral was Pastor Rams featuring Janet Jackson.
Okay.
What?
Bro,
Must pay you.
We took that video, man.
Yeah.
The following day, was the first time getting so many messages, bro, on my phone. I'm like, that time is Americans, dog, not even SA.
Huh?
I was like, what? They're like,
yes, they could relate.
Where do you stay? Everyone didn't think I was from SA.
South Africa, bro.
I swear. I swear, bro.
But you know what that says to me? It says to me that it's about the talent and the content.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you can buy likes, you can buy this, but that's
literally pure.
That is pure talent, bro.
Nah, shout out.
Shucks. Okay, so after that, it just started snowballing.
It started, and then I called my boy Angelo.
Yeah.
250 goats. One of the good. He's good. If you search him on TikTok or whatever, he's a good dancer too. Hit him.
Yeah.
Video went viral, 1.5 million viewers. I was like, oh my goodness, what's going on? Everywhere in the world, bro, people doing challenges and that. An American reacted on the video.
Yeah.
The thing is, guys, one thing people need to get about me, I love what I'm doing. So when something big happens for other people's big, people will call me, yo, did you see yourself and trending, whatever? I'm like, okay, cool. Shout out, I would love to do it again. You understand what I mean?
Right.
So when I react on certain things, people think maybe I think I know or I'm all that and that.
Yeah.
I love what I'm doing. So when you praise me, you make me work even harder. You make me even make more videos. You make me, like, you guys push me. To be honest with you. My fans, I love you guys.
Yeah.
You push me. The moment I see your comments and like it inspires me to even work even harder. Cause to be honest with you guys, if I've been dancing my whole life. I started dancing 2004. That's what I mean. Wow. It's Booch. I saw it to my guy.
Wow.
That's what I mean. I used to go. They used to call.
Yeah.
Ichu box. We put a call in Tuesday. We used to go to places like that.
Aubrey, do you know it?
I know it.
Yeah, so we used to go there, bruh. Shout out to Tabos B. People used to do Spooch. So it's about master. Yes, man. You know, man. We used to go in Machu Box battles and things like that, man.
Yeah.
We come from far.
And if you actually went to those vibes, Derek, dog, you would actually see where the culture, because Amapiano is spiritual in the modern way.
Okay.
The dancing and everything. The guys who are popping now, Amaputra. Yes, Amaputra. The guys who are popping now.
I was actually gonna ask, like, how big is the dance culture in like Soweto and stuff?
Yo, bro, like, to be honest with you,
everywhere you go,
everyone that I know that became big in SA. Yeah. Shout out to Reptiles. They're from the hood, man. You understand what I mean? Shout out to Supreme Eye. They're from the hood, man. You understand what I mean? All those crews, they made it possible to show you that it doesn't matter where you are.
Come from,
If it's real and it's from here and it's talent, dog, anywhere you are. And then now social media is so powerful that my videos that I'm in my bedroom can reach all over the world. My highest video is 5.5 million views.
Bro, imagine
I get people who post me in Japan and send me like, yo, man, look, you're trending in this country. You understand what I mean?
Yeah. Dude. No, but I won't lie, hey? When I checked out your videos on your TikTok, dude, I was totally blown away because I didn't expect what I saw.
Right.
But I love the fact that, the passion and the flair with which you do what you do. And, the question that came to mind from my side, is what inspires the actual moves? Because obviously it could be the actual song. Yeah. Or there might be a story that's playing in your head and then you actually go and look for a song that comes together with that. Because I saw your moves are very, very intentional.
Yeah. I feel like I've always been a different guy in the dance industry.
Right.
People know me. I've been dancing, bro. Like I've been in events. I've danced for Relapse. I've danced for Backfam. I've danced for Netfam. I've started my own crews. I've won my own shares of competitions and all that. You understand what I mean? But I've always been in the shadow. That's what I mean. I've always been in a spotlight, but behind someone. You understand what I mean? Yeah. Like I've been always in winning times and celebrating, but I've always been behind someone that's winning. You understand? Yeah. So it got to a point to be like, it's time for people to notice me for what I can do and what I'm good at. That's what I mean. So I feel like lockdown helped me to find myself.
Okay.
Because when you think about it, I think if lockdown didn't happen, this was not going to be happening right now. Social media is so powerful now that anyone can trend right now. You understand what I mean?
With the right content, yeah.
But if you do something that you love and you're comfortable, I wanted to do my piano dance and follow like, oh, this is trending. Understand?
Yeah.
Something said, bruh, just
Don't
listen
do
to
that.
the track, and that's why it's easy for me to create. Every video that you've seen, I've created the same day and shot the same day. I never sleep on the song and say the following day and call you. I call someone over, listen to the song.
Yeah.
Which one do you like? I like this one, bro. Put my headset, 5 minutes, come back, show you the choreo. When you're ready, we go, we shoot. When I'm happy, we post. That's it. And I've never had that mindset that I'm gonna trend. Never.
Sheesh. But you know what I'm picking up with this?
Yeah.
So there's things I want us to break down on that, right? And one is the fact that his talent and his skill and his passion is coming from a real place, right? And we were speaking about how big like dances and Soweto, or just like culture and art and those kind of things, right? And that's something that I've seen that it's a global thing where black people, wherever we are, whether it's in the US, whether it's here, like we come from a place of like pain and where the odds are stacked against us hard, right? But we have a creative way, which is unique to us if you think about it. We have a creative way of taking that pain and passion and hardship and turning it into
something big.
And they can't buy that from us.
But you know what the sad thing is, dog? To be honest, we can be excited now for all these things, and I truly am. But we need to capitalize in a certain way because we are creating people's careers. We are building people's. What NT is doing is NT. Whenever Mr. NT does a video for a piano artist, that artist will blow up because of those million views. But what is he getting?
That was
not the gigs.
part.
Don't talk about the gigs because the gigs. Sharp, it's there,
right?
But he needs to be getting, even if it's 10 to 20%.
But that was the next part I was gonna go to. Where it's like the second part is it pains me, right? And it kind of frustrates me where we are the ones with the talent, we are the ones with the skill and all of that, but we are the last to get anything, if at all, right? Out of our talent, right?
You know, and also don't slip on the fact that hard work pays.
True.
See, it didn't pay you the first day you did it.
True.
It didn't pay you in 2012, in 2016. Those crews you created, it didn't pay you.
Thank you.
But now someone has to appreciate the fact that you put in the hours.
Thank you.
In other words, put in your hours. One day it will give.
When you say that, it makes me go back to when I get a message from someone. I don't want to call artists. I get a lot of famous artists who send me messages and like, yo man, I love your work, and I would like you to do. I'm dropping a song and exposure doesn't pay bills. Don't tell me I'll be exposed to somewhere. For how
long?
Even if how known you are,
right,
bro. I can be in a place, it won't take 5 minutes for people to notice me. People already know me. I don't consider myself famous. I don't like the word famous, but I know people know my work.
Right.
You understand what I mean?
A place in the sun. Even if they don't know you personally, your skill will speak for itself.
Thank you. So you can't send me a message and say, please do a video, I'll post you. You have
we need to stop
that. doesn't pay me.
But I think you're raising something very important. And it's understanding your value and what you bring to the table.
So,
because I think a lot of people, they don't know how powerful their gift actually is and what they should be demanding.
If I can call certain artists' name, you won't even believe me. Like artists that
call them my dog. Call them my dog.
Nah. I don't want to create beef. I'm still want to know. Let me go in. Let me go artist side first so I can have a voice.
Fire starter, careful. Pyromania.
So I guess me. I think I've grown to that point that I've been dancing my whole life and I've learned a lot of mistakes that I've
made.
To a point where I can now say no. Like it doesn't matter how big you are,
and you have to.
You have money. I know for a fact. You make money. I know for a fact. Bro. Like I've done a video. DJ Kanane, that video was trending on Insta, and I've heard that DJ Kanane posted me on his status on WhatsApp.
Wait.
Yeah. Do you understand what I mean? His video came back because I did a video. Do you understand what I mean? But it's I do it for fun. I don't do it to get like saying, now I have to work with him or whatever it is. If you hit a shout out and all that, you understand what I mean?
But, okay.
No, it's cool.
Yeah, so because I was trying to add on to that to say like the worst thing is sometimes we exploit ourselves, right? Like we expect millions and billions of money from, you know, corporates and whatever, yeah? But it's like, Ganyane, recognize the dude. Like if he
it doesn't work.
If no, the thing is, what I'm saying is, if you know that somebody has put in the work and is bringing your music back.
Do you know Fiesta Black? Fiesta Black is that chick that sings on Shikupu, Shiga Shinene. She was on podcast and shit with Mac G. She said she's living in a shack.
I saw that.
How does that happen?
I saw that, right?
So you don't want to find yourself in that situation, dog.
Thank you.
I'm just like, at some point, it's like, as much as we expect other people to recognize us, right, and recognize our talent, it's like we need to start respecting each other's. You know what I mean? And if I know you're gonna contribute something to my work, right, give me the proper credit. You know what I mean?
But you know, I totally hear what you're saying, and you're 100% right. But what I think at the end of the day, the person who has the gift, you need to start recognizing that you have something powerful. So you need to start believing in that. And on top of that, one thing we must recognize, even if we step out of what we're talking about right now, people will always take advantage of the next person if they can. And that's why you need to know your story.
Can I
Because if you are unable to say no, then you will even knowingly be taken advantage of. You'll know I should be demanding X, but because you don't have the courage to say there is another business deal that will come along, you can't say no, and then you get exploited.
That's why I do a lot of corporates.
Right.
And I don't work with a lot of people in the industry because a lot of people in the industry, they always think about themselves. And that's what I mean. Because it gets to a point of your boy will be like, do you know who's that, bro? If you do a video, you'll put... I don't care, bro. It doesn't pay my bills. I have a lot of responsibilities, bro.
Right.
Me being on the screen doesn't mean anything to me. I love what I'm doing. That's why it gets to a point when I do something, I do a video with someone that is known, and then they trend, and then they try to take the spotlight. I let back because I know for a fact when they want to do it again, they can't do it without me. I created this.
You know what? We have to acknowledge the wisdom you're saying there, that corporate pays, and it speaks to Derek's point. Derek, you're saying that we need to just deconstruct this thing where we exploit each other, and we need to get to a point where we realize these are businesses. That can be monetized as businesses. Listen, hip hop came from being something that people just did on the street in the Bronx in 1977.
Right.
Cool Hershey Loke to billionaires right now, because somebody realized if you're not in the boardroom, if you're not owning the masters and the publishing, and then monetizing that, and then associating with brands, monetizing that on top of that, then you're not really going far.
Fact.
If you realize what I have is worth something, then they can't gentrify your talent.
Thank you.
100%.
Correct.
So what I did is I put that mindset of trend. I'll always trend. So I mustn't put the trending to take over. You know, when you like trending now, you think, hey, the hottest thing ever. Something can come. Someone can trend tomorrow. And that's what I mean. So it's. I did a video now. It's a Philippine track, whatever they did. It was like Philippine. So it's not from here.
Right.
I did it, but I did it my own way. You understand?
Okay.
And I started trending more than them. So what I do is I look at people, they do the trend and all that. I create my own trend with your own sound. You can come up with the trend with your sound. I'll do my own thing and I'll make sure that it does more numbers than yours.
No, the man knows his business and it's self-taught, right? And for me, what just annoys me is with people that are talented like him, right? So it's not a question whether he's talented or not at this point. It's like, why don't we recognize that locally, right? And why do we keep exploiting?
You know what's happening? In this industry, it's about who you know.
It's always
not
been
about how
that.
good you are. You can spin with your head, bruh, for 2 hours. If you don't know anyone in this industry, that's why I stopped dancing for dancers. I'm sorry, but I stopped because those guys will never be impressed. Never. The moment I stopped and said I'll do it for people, what people like, I'll do it. But I created to dance with my own style and do my piano. No one else is doing that. Tell me one person who's doing that.
No one, dog.
No
If
one
we have
in
to
the
take
world,
it to the
dog.
ring, come.
In the world.
TikTokers, let's dance. Let's go,
and
man.
no, you know what the most important? I love the fact that you said that
Yeah.
because the Amapiano should know. The Amapiano industry should notice. Them Tula should know you.
Bruh, they
Tokyo should know you.
They hollering at me, né?
Yeah.
But they don't want to pay.
Oh,
they want your services.
Bruh,
but-
Lady
they're
Do
making
posted
money.
my video, bruh. Lady Do posted my video because I done a track. Do you know Nini Yola from Nigeria?
yeah.
Yeah, Nini Yola hollered at me and says, I'm your hugest fan. People from this country don't have that thing of, I don't know how people are. You don't support your own, and that's real.
Yeah.
That's all
Now
I'm saying.
talk about it, my G.
That's
Talk
what
You
I'm saying.
never support your own. Someone from another country came, hollered at me. I went to her. We did a video. I went viral in Nigeria. I was trending in Nigeria. I have fans in Nigeria.
And
Nigeria is one of
you
work
should be
with me.
touring Nigeria. That's what you should get to.
I need to do my passport. I'm sorry, guys.
Let's get the passport.
No.
Let's get the passport. That one.
Yeah.
But it hurts.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
hurts,
yeah,
bro.
yeah,
When you
yeah.
expect that you will get more love in your country,
Right.
and more people outside your country call you and tell you, fly. We'll
Wow.
take care of you.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
It hurts, bro.
Yeah.
That you have to prove yourself, but they can see what you can do.
But it doesn't have to hurt because look at the greatest. Like they get recognized outside first before
Yeah.
us. We appreciate us.
Shout
We
out to
follow.
Nasty. Look at Nasty, bro.
You
Us
shout,
we
yeah.
follow, dog.
Not nasty, right? Yeah. I mean, like, but even,
Nasty C went and he blew up in the States.
that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like, it's
But you know, even in biblical terms, there's this thing that says a prophet is more famous.
I was
not famous
thinking
in
it.
his country.
Yeah.
This is actually words
Yeah.
that Jesus said. Because in an instance where he was getting a lot of resistance in Jerusalem, and he was getting recognition elsewhere and appreciation in Samaria.
Yeah.
Versus where he was. So there's even a spiritual component to the fact that someone else will recognize you. At home, you'll always be out. Now, out
it's
there, somebody's going to say, "Oh, this is Mr. Nice."
100%.
it's
100%.
crazy that we even have to in 2022 we still have to be having this conversation, right? Where we're talking about exploitation, we're talking about our stars and celebrities not getting enough recognition. I think that's something we need to change. Like if we want these guys to continue doing what they do, if we want these guys to, they got families. Hello, do you see what I'm saying? Like, so at some point it's like, pay for the service. You know what I mean? It's a service. You're running a business. They're running a business. You know what I mean? So like, just do the right thing in those situations.
But-
Yeah.
But what I would like to hit a shout out to TikTok.
Yeah.
As much as TikTok doesn't pay an essay, but it got me to a lot of opportunities that a lot of companies will start calling me and want to work with me. Shout out to Standard Bank. I made a lot
Enough.
of ching
Ka-ching, ching.
just to do a 2
Hey.
minute,
Imagine.
30-second video. Then that's what I mean. Just to do a 30-second video, they just want your style. So it showed me that you don't need people
Right.
to get somewhere. You understand what I mean? You don't have to depend on anyone. You understand? If you have a talent and you believe in yourself, people will learn to know your style. You understand what I mean? So you can do something. People at first won't get used to it. They'll be like, "Oh, this guy, what is he doing?"
Right.
But if you stop because of the negative comments, you will never get anywhere.
Right.
But if you use those negative comments to even become better than wherever you're doing, trust me, bro.
In other words,
At first,
carve out your own lane.
thank you. At first, people are telling me, "What are you trying to do?" Now everyone wants to work with me.
That's just how it works. That's just typical.
Everyone.
What's the next move from here?
Oh yeah. Oh, by the way, this is my merch.
Hey,
Stand up. You can't
of
see
course.
it.
Yeah, man.
No.
Yeah. This is nice things. You know what I mean?
Nice thing. All right.
You know what I mean?
Hey.
You know, NT at the back, you gotta represent, man. So the support will do, bro. The support will do, man.
All right.
Bro. Yeah, man. So we're trying to push business out of our talent. So
Nah, I like
the
it. I like it, man.
support will do. You know, I don't want free money. I want to work for my.
yours, right?
Yeah, I want to work for my bag.
Online store. Where can you get?
Yeah, where can I get it?
Yeah, actually, it just dropped now, so I'm still working on the online. But if you want me to do first 10 people to buy, I'll do a special delivery. You know what I mean? So
I like it.
yeah, you can DM me at Mr. NT_SA on Insta and then on TikTok.
Right.
TikTok and Twitter, and then on Facebook. You know what? I don't want to give up my Facebook. Facebook is passing now.
Or they can email him at merch.mrnt@gmail.com.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say on top of that, like I'm putting TikTok on blast. You know what I mean? Pay this man his ish.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Partnership with him.
Like partner with him.
Get him the gigs. Get him,
you know
because
what I
if you
mean?
guys can't pay him for the
millions of views, like
get him the right things.
you know
Come
what
on,
I'm saying?
guys. Let's put
I was
each other
checking
on.
out something recently on Instagram, right? Where I think on Instagram they were actually having a debate with it about it. Like if you get about, I think it was a couple million views on the reels on Instagram.
Yeah.
They're supposed to pay about $35,000 or something like that, and they were changing the goalpost, upping that figure, upping that number or whatever. But you should get paid on these platforms. You know what I mean?
The thing is, I don't
them.
know what's happening with Africa, but in like the state, bro, those guys are living from
Getting paid.
YouTube to Insta, from TikTok.
Yeah.
People are driving Lamborghinis and all that.
Yeah.
I don't want to lie, man. If it gets to a point, I'll be happy, but
Right.
I don't mind working hard to get
yours.
Going, you
No
understand what I
facts.
mean?
No, but
I don't wanna wait for TikTok to start paying me and say no. I don't mind pushing and people to notice me and I'm starting to do live performances, guys. So and there's a competition I entered. I'm on the finals.
Nice,
It's gonna be in Pretoria.
nice.
How do we vote? How do we
Red
vote?
Square and all that. I don't have to vote. Come to the show, man.
How do we come to the show? Tell us more about the show.
It's in 30th of April. Is in Pretoria.
Nice.
The name of the competition is Red Square Dance Competition. So
Okay,
if you
okay,
want to know
okay.
the more details, please go check them. Red Square Dance Competition.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be in Pretoria. So I'm excited.
Speaking on performances, right? I was reading your profile and I stumbled on something quite interesting. And this speaks to how small this world is.
Yeah.
I noticed that you linked up with a man called Nino, who's a graphic designer.
Yeah, Nino. Nino is.
And I believe he's an artist as well, dancehall and whatnot, right?
Are
we talking the same guy?
About a different Nino.
Is it?
He's an artist, but music wise, I don't know about dancing. He used to be a crapper.
No, dance hall. Like Sean Paul.
No, he's a rapper.
That's a
He's a
different
rapper.
one.
Oh,
it's a
okay.
different
No.
So shout out to Nino.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nino taught me photography. By the way, guys, I shoot music videos on the side. You know, man, you can't concentrate on one thing. So I do videography and photography and all that. So there's a few music videos that are played on Channel O,
My
Trace
kinda
and all
guy.
that.
Nice.
Yeah.
So shout out to Nino. I had a camera.
Yeah.
He had the brains and the editing, and then we
Collaborations, bro, is the way to go.
We're doing the most right now. We're the hardest, man.
Hey.
We're the hardest, man. We're
I like
dropping
it.
there.
I like it.
Yeah,
I like it. Yo, so let's keep the conversation going quick, right? So, cute, because you quoted some verses, right? And you just quoted like, and it just made me remember something that Charlamagne posted this morning, and I was just like, yo, the world is in such a bad state. Like the comments were ridiculous. So I'll just read it out, bro. Like the jokes were crazy. So they were like, you see, the statement was, you see Jesus getting jumped in the street, right? What would you do? That was the question on Twitter, right? The things that I heard, bro. Okay, let's go through a few.
I say, give him wine, Jesus.
So, and I'm like, is this like the nerve, right?
What would you do?
So, by the way, if he turned water into wine, yeah, he surely can turn a rock into a Glock. That was one person. I'm like, what the hell is going on here, right? The second one was, just watch the shenanigans going on like he be doing. Like, I'm like, what? Like the nerve, right? And the other one was, so he can serve men, but he can't serve hands.
Okay, they're trying.
Like,
help.
What is going on with society? Like, why are we?
This is why I don't have a Twitter account.
You know when they say Twitter is disrespectful, right? Like this is.
I don't want to play.
Foul, right?
You know what the irony is
Yeah.
whenever we come to like the zeitgeist and conversations with God, it's always this issue that God is a joke until you need him.
Do you see what I'm saying?
And so everybody has something to say, but when things go south,
I'm just
even
like-
the atheist to be telling you, where's God? Huh? You see, where's your God? It's like, why do you have beef with God? You don't even believe in him. Can you leave that
You
alone?
only believe in him when you're in shit, man.
Exactly. You only believe
Right.
in him when you're in trouble.
Yeah.
Now he must account, but you haven't been able to account to him.
Bro, I'm just like, what has society come to where we play with things like this, right? So the other one was, finding out Jesus ain't got no hands might push me into Scientology. I'm like, are we serious? And these are black people. These are like black people where it's like, there's
So
no...
what was Charlemagne saying?
So Charlemagne said, man, y'all hell, right? The reason most of you can't find God is because God has most of y'all blocked. Like, that was his response, right?
Oh my goodness.
But I'm just like, in terms of just like the things that we play with nowadays, right? In terms of...
It's part of... When you're on
just
board,
like,
you can do whatever just to entertain people.
That's true.
Yeah, that's
People
the thing.
do whatever
That's
for
true.
likes
For
and
likes,
shares
man.
and
It's
everyone wants to trend.
Yeah. But if you've got a purpose in life, that stuff doesn't phase you. You're not
Yeah,
trying to be Mr. Popular. You're just about your agenda
Yeah.
and fulfilling your potential in whatever direction you're trying to push.
Yeah, I was just like, yo, like I think as people we need to kind of, you know, step back and assess like where are we at in society, like the things not to play with. You know what I mean? If you're talking about God and Christ and Jesus, like these are things that are at the center or the core of your existence, right? And you know,
Like things are happening on the inside and people hate each
But now the
other
problem
on
is
the
not everybody
internet,
believes
so-
in you know.
facts.
So and I think we're living in a world now where it's like let's just move on.
Yo, life moves on.
Would
now.
you do the same about Muhammad? The only,
I just Muhammad.
you know, the reason.
I don't watch
Yeah. So, but you find that how many times have you heard a joke about Muhammad? And you remember,
Yeah.
you see that if you've ever seen jihadist Muslim sects, I'm not saying all of them are, but those that are jihadist will take it to you.
Right.
How many times you hear a joke about Buddha? How many times you hear joke about Vishnu or any of the Hindu gods?
You know why we don't joke about them? It's because we don't really know them like that. Jesus, everyone knows Jesus' story.
But you see, that's the problem.
Introduced Jesus by
But see-
force, man.
That's
man.
but see, that's the problem
Yeah,
where it's
man.
like, I just think, you know, if this is a message to everyone, right? No matter who you believe in or whatnot, nah?
You pray at the end of the day.
Yeah, if you do pray, right? This is my thing. Like, you can't be 50-50 with this Christianity thing, right? You see how, like, you were saying, like, with Muslims, how they take their religion very seriously, right? Like, you'll never see a Muslim joke about, you know, who's their God again? I'm sorry. Like, Allah, right? You'll never see them joke about Allah, right? Like,
Who can beat you, man?
do you understand? Like, but tonight as Christians, sometimes we have a very jokey about.
We love you, my dog. We never know, dog. They don't set us aside where Jesus also used to make jokes. Maybe Jesus
I
used
need to we use
make
the
wine and-
Christianity to be safe.
Yeah.
When I tell you something and say I'm a Christian, so you must listen to me. So it's like a safe place. We know there's people who take that serious, and there's people who use it to just bully other people. So
That's an interesting point.
like I've seen people who are telling you that you're gonna go to hell because you're doing this. God doesn't. But you shouting at other person and swearing at them, God allows that.
Yeah.
So,
Let's figure it out. Is all I'm gonna say, right?
Yeah.
Now, just going back to the last, I think.
What's been happening?
Let's go to the violence in this last week, because like this week was very like, hey,
God,
men
stop
were
now.
not
Will
playing. You know,
Smith.
whether it's about their wives, whether it's about like people were not. Let's start with the Will. I mean, we had to get to it, right? Like at some point. So Will and Jada, the Will and Jada thing, okay? So now we are watching the Grammys, right? We're watching the Grammys, and Chris Rock is on stage as we normally see him. Chris, our brother.
Sorry to disturb. Before we go far, do you think that was real? That was like action.
I was real. I was real.
I
It
mean,
was real.
you know what? There's that part.
I know where you're going.
Yeah, if my other side
Yeah.
is like, if it was real, maybe Will Smith go to that point to be like, you know, I've been acting for years. There's nothing to lose.
Yeah.
Why you guys have been laughing, I've been taking all your punches
jokes
and all
and
that. I don't care, even if they tell me to take the Oscar, but
Right.
you know, I'm there, I'm a legend.
Yeah.
And there's that one, like, Oscars, they've been dying. So the slap brought viewers. As much as you can tell me what else do you remember about Oscars except the slap?
Nah.
Who else won?
Yeah, no,
Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
It brought there's Oscars.
Yeah.
You understand what I mean? So
You know what? You're onto something. There's somebody just put these pieces together to say, okay, the new word we learned is alopecia, the hair condition.
no one even knew what the
Yeah, and the
Black
number
people
one
shouldn't lie.
sponsor for
We
the
didn't know
Oscars was
what
Pfizer.
alopecia-
And Pfizer is trialing a drug for alopecia currently.
Okay.
So now alopecia's profile is raised. Pfizer wins. I thought, okay, that's a strange thing. But the other side of the coin is Will Smith slapped a black guy and walked and turned his back on him.
Yeah.
smiling.
Yeah, would you
Smiling.
slap a dude and then turn your back?
No.
Remember what Kanye did? And then they said Kanye can't be nominated on the mix.
Yes.
What happened to Will Smith after the slapping? Did they take his Oscar?
Yeah.
Did they?
No, but you know what, guys? I don't like that thing where if somebody makes a mistake, right? Then we now want to take his accolades. He's a racer. Now you want to take away his championship.
No,
because he said something on
I'm
social
not
media.
complaining, but I'm saying
I'm
that
just saying, generally speaking. So for me, whatever they did to Kanye, I'm not familiar with it, but I feel like it's unfair. We should just look and say, okay, what type of penalty can we exercise?
Why penalty?
If necessary,
Yeah.
right? And then we deal with that. But to now start to, because I feel like and I think it's part of the whole canceling culture, where we now want to destroy you completely.
But wait,
you get what I mean?
Can I disturb you?
Yeah.
He chose to be where he is. He's a role model.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean.
No, I didn't say it's
a
right.
responsibility. Whatever you do, you know you're influencing a lot of people. You understand what I mean? A lot of people think what he's doing is proper. If someone talks shit about you, you go slap them. You understand what I mean? So because of the position he put himself in, he was supposed to say, okay, I'm gonna wait for him. I'm gonna call him in the side, even if he wanted to. But the way he did it was
actually, you know what? You're onto something, because can you imagine how much impact Will Smith would have had if he had gotten up there when he got his award and said, while I think it was in good humor, I just would like you to know that my wife is suffering from a
But guys, wait.
You know, like celebs have a lot of influence in the way of, if I have beef with you, my fans can go fight with you, your fans, or go hit you up, like just go punch you because you have a problem with me. You understand what I mean?
But wait, guys, wait. And you guys are very valid arguments, right? I get you, right? But I think the other part is, before Will is a celebrity, right? Before he's all of that, he's human as well, right? No, and not to condone how he acted or the actions.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, I can also understand from a human standpoint where sometimes instinct takes over, right? Like if you are if you're like wherever you are and somebody slaps you, sometimes not the first reaction you have is, okay, I will chill, I will go to the police station, report a case.
I gotta respect Chris Rock.
I actually respect Chris Rock.
I respect both. Facts.
Because he overcame that instinct to fight back. And then on the other side, I do say, look, the Oscars, it's always going to be someone making jokes. Whether it was Bill Murray or it was Ricky Gervais, somebody's making jokes on stage, and it's at the expense of somebody else. So
that's why I get to a point of like, if we think proper, this was not real. Like, if you think Will Smith is in that point that he wouldn't do that to lose everything he has worked hard for. That's what I mean. He knew for a fact that if he goes slaps that person, there's a lot he can do.
Obviously there's something wrong.
So it can get to a point.
Imagine if The Rock was the MC.
He was
guys, but you know what, guys? May have watched that video so many times.
Yeah.
And I think there's certain things that people are not actually taking cognizance of. For instance, Will, if you look at the way he was walking up to him, it didn't look like he was out for a fight or wanted to start anything. If anything, you even look at Chris Rock, he had his hands behind his back. He didn't think anything was going down. And to be quite honest with you, I don't think Chris Rock knew that he was violated until this guy started shouting.
Talking.
Because did you see how his facial expression changed when he said, dude, it was a joke. Then he realized, This guy actually.
Can I tell you something?
That's why I'm saying I applaud the fact that he
We
was
grew
chilled about
up
it.
watching these guys
Yeah.
on television.
Yeah.
So they can convince us on anything. They pros. They do this for a living.
But I'm
Did you see the way you're so convinced?
Did you see his emotion when Will started shouting, "Keep my wife's name out of your mouth"?
That's what I'm saying.
It changed.
It's so
you
good.
saw the human in him. That was a very human
Like,
moment.
yo, bro.
That's why I say.
That's
these
why I
guys
say
are pros.
They started you know when he slapped him and he turned around and he smiled, I was like, nah.
Chris Rock looked like he wanted to cry in that moment.
Yeah,
in
like
that
he was
moment,
like- where he's like-
he even paused. He even paused and he was like, "Let me gather myself."
In a weird
Can you
moment.
see when he got slapped,
Yeah.
dude caught himself. He made a joke immediately.
Whoa.
As Will is walking
Yeah.
back, he didn't think he had been violated. He was running with it.
You're still processing.
Only when Will shouted back, then he saw, oh, this guy is actually serious. Trust me, I like what Q said. The truth of the matter is, if you are going there, you want to fight with someone, right? You're gonna slap him and you're gonna stand there and say, "Shut up! Don't say what you're saying."
Right.
Will didn't want all that smoke.
No.
Will didn't want all that smoke.
Will didn't want all that smoke. But do I think it was real? I think it was real. I think honestly,
Are you 100% or 90 something or 80
I just feel like, dude, it's unnecessary. Because one, like, Will has lost so much right now. They're
Yeah,
pausing
true.
his sponsorships,
Why?
his
It's a
movies,
10-year ban.
everything.
10-year ban.
Like, apart from the 10-year ban, like the projects he was working on were put on hold. All of that. So I think who would be so dumb enough to put themselves in a position where they're gonna lose all of that for a moment?
I'm sure you gained something.
Pfizer also gave him the bag.
I just have you have your own opinion, but I feel like that was
Stage,
action because that guy was laughing at the joke. Next second, he's slapping a guy. You're so confused.
I believe in what Fat Joe and what the comedian Earthquake had to say about this. His reaction was because of his wife. That guy was laughing at it, and that
that's what I
laugh to
want to
me
get to.
seemed very genuine.
But that's what I want to get to, guys.
It was about Jada. That was full on about Jada.
Whether someone was whether it was fake or real, right?
Yeah.
I want to get to the Jada part because that's where the
Let's
meat
go
of
there,
this
boss.
is.
Let's go.
Do you understand?
Let's go.
I Jada must take me to a sangoma, man.
I know, hey, you know, I hope Will is not hiding somewhere here.
Keep his wife's name out of your mouth.
But that's where
He will slap you all the way from
the
America to
US.
South Africa, my man.
Bro, did you see what happened to Chris Rock's ticket sales? If he slaps me, hey.
Every
you
time-
million views.
I saw his latest show. He was like, I'm processing what happened. He's
Right.
gonna talk about it,
At some
man.
point. That's a special on its own.
He went back up with gray hair. Hey,
Nah, or like,
Nah,
everyone
I
wants to trend, man.
want to talk about Jada,
think I
guys,
need to
because
slap
I think
let's go there, bro.
I think that's where the meat of this thing is, right?
Yeah.
Because, right, a comedian was being interviewed about this, right? And he's like, listen, this man is fighting for a woman who will never love
Thank
him.
you, sir.
Eish.
Thank you, sir.
I thought that was the most painful thing.
That is the
Right.
worst thing you can do to a man.
Eish.
That is the
Bro.
worst thing you can do to a man.
Do you understand? Like, you've been humiliated enough times,
They say
right?
he became Park at the last minute.
Like, and
Last days of the career becomes
He
up.
became Park.
Right.
dog.
and what's interesting is she hasn't said anything apart from it's a
Talking
season
about
of
it.
healing.
What is that?
the hell is
What is
that?
that?
She even said, "I don't need to be defended." That's just
Like, what
Yeah.
are we doing?
Okay.
I'm sure when you
her
go home,
defense,
it's like,
though,
Will,
that apparently
stop
was
it.
from a friend. You know how they, like, you go and leak what
Yeah.
my thoughts are, but it's not directly coming from me. But still, I'm still on that whole point of, listen, you need to come out and defend your man. Even if you are like, this guy, he made a mistake, he shouldn't have done that.
Right.
In the bedroom, you talk those
Thank
stories.
you.
You correct each other. Because, look, for me, it's like, Jada has always done something that embarrasses Will. So many times. And,
Right.
I'm like, I look at it, I love what you mentioned, Derek, because that's what I wanted to mention.
trying a pig.
This chick
I'm
does
trying
not
to-
love Will.
Nah.
Because every time she's bringing this nigga down.
Nah, bro.
In one way, shape, or
You
form.
do that once,
You
you're
see,
gone, bro.
Dubai Tibak shining a paint.
That's it.
You do that once.
It's a learning moment.
Derek, remember,
You gone.
disrespect is.
It's a no. Like, like there's no tolerance whatsoever. Like, and I look and say, how many men fall into this trap?
Here we
Ne?
go.
Can I
It's a learning moment.
confess? I slapped the guy because I saw a guy touching my girl.
But whoa.
Were you at the Oscars?
We're talking what?
Were you at the
escalation to
Oscars?
action.
But I just arrived there. I saw a guy and I was like,
no, but that's
different.
See, you're
It's
protecting
different.
your woman.
Yeah,
That is
yeah.
like sexual harassment. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
but
sure.
I'm just saying with the Jada situation, we're like,
Love you,
bro,
baby.
This is the story. For those that don't know, right?
Touched, my
Ah,
man.
they know.
Why is
That's
it
what I'm
when-
saying. Like for whoever doesn't know.
Yeah,
all over
Tunes,
YouTube.
there's a question. She wasn't part of the touching, right? She wasn't volunteer.
yeah.
It was
The
involuntary.
guy was trying to be Romeo and I became Juliet.
Yes.
But I'm just saying, like, dude, this woman, Charles, your son's friend,
Yo.
right? Bro, like, look,
She puts you out on her red table.
table, and she tells you she's not sorry.
Yeah.
I was looking for happiness.
Apologize for.
I just wanted to be happy.
But it doesn't even end there. It doesn't even end there.
If a chick does that, it's late.
No, it doesn't even end there.
My guy, you know.
We're not debating. What are we talking?
I can get anyone if I'm Will Smith. Like, what does she have?
H dog.
Dad, we want it.
Mamba Muntu.
And at the same time, think about it, guys. At the same time, you are Will Smith.
That's what I'm saying. This guy can just make a call.
You can call Tyler
Just say-
Tyler Who's this? Tyler Banks, ne? You call Tyler Banks now. Let's pick up where we left off.
Like,
I'm saying there's something that this woman has,
bro, it feels like a Delilah Sampson situation, dog. Like, this man is more popular and powerful than her.
Yeah.
But we don't know,
But-
eh?
But
We don't know in
it
the
speaks to
spiritual
what
world,
you
eh?
began in that as men, guys, we need to come to a point where no matter how in love you are with a woman, no matter how much you
Don't lose yourself.
don't lose yourself to the point
Know who
where
you are, bro.
you are constantly
Yo,
trying
Will
to
Flip a
win her
Smith,
love
bro.
over. She doesn't love you, let it go. move
Will
on.
Smith.
But
Jada. I got one
But
Jada.
there's more, you know what I mean? I think it also speaks to the fact that
Uh.
you gotta be careful when you're finding a life mate because that's
Both
when you
ways.
find your
Yes.
destiny. Listen, Will Smith has been a great actor. Let's be
Yes.
honest. He's got
Facts.
a lot of accolades. Think about it as a black guy, rapper who doesn't curse and turn out gangster.
Right.
Yeah.
He's not a bad boy.
But he still sells millions, multi-platinum selling. And this is when gangster rap was popular. Then he comes out and he's acting as the lead in action movies. Think about it. Who was the last black guy you knew who was the lead of an action movie before
Yeah,
Independence
true.
Day?
He
I'm not
brought
talking about a
Martin
black guy
Lawrence
in a
back.
movie like Sidney Poitier where he's
Shout
not
out to
action.
Will Smith.
Will Smith takes that and he says, Hollywood superstar, black guy. He puts it there. And then he comes off now, he's doing dramas, he reinvents himself, and he immediately now gets an Oscar.
Smith is a
And
good
you
guy,
partner
bro.
with somebody who's
Sis
not
Jada
over her
got
dead
it messed
lover.
up. Bro,
Yeah.
Smith. Well, I was saying, like, Will Smith is a good guy.
I mean,
if you think about it.
Tupac's shit.
But Jada,
the way
Tupac
Will
was
Smith is a
Mandingo.
good guy,
Yeah.
he slaps a guy, but he's still a good guy.
like, I'm just,
But
You
you
still
see,
can't hate that
this-
guy. How can you hate Will Smith?
Out
You
of
hate Will
character.
Smith.
This was out of
You
character.
can't
This was
hate
out of
him.
character.
You were like,
If-
oh, we understand. He was hurt.
but
my
Muna, if
but shout out to
your
Chris Rock
if your
for being
woman
a G.
if your
Chris Rock
woman
is a
tells
G.
you lighties, what you're telling me, you're not gonna be hurt, my guy.
I'll be hurt, but I don't think because of what he said, I'll go slap. But if he tries action, that's when I go key.
Like,
I'll cause
But
you.
why did
Hey.
Will slap August? Why
That's what-
does it-
exactly.
only
Why
have
didn't you
11
come for
months?
August?
Nah, but you know what the thing about it is?
Because
This is
the
just
Oscars
built-in
paid for that.
frustration.
You know what? For me, it's not just the August. She called him 2-minute noodles. She's
He went in.
You know, she's gone in on this guy. You know, she's
And he
constantly
always,
showing how
and the funny
dissatisfied
thing
she
is, I think the other Oscars too, he went for her. Because they did, like, to show that
Yeah.
the other Oscars, there was an Oscars where Chris did the presenting and
Yeah.
he went for the wife again.
Yeah.
So which means he went for the wife again. It's like, when I get
dude, it's too much. But so I'm saying, like, I think we shouldn't forget that Will is human as well, right? It was a moment of weakness, right? But I think at the center of this, we need to look at the Jada situation. That's
But you
where
think
this
if
thing
there
is.
was no cameras, Chris Rock was not going to reply?
If he had known that he was violent, because me,
whoa.
if he had known,
If
he
I
had known,
come
he
and
would
slap
have.
you now, you'll be confused.
Listen,
Wouldn't you reply?
listen. I'm not a
Can I come
performer.
slap you now? You're not going to reply.
Switch off the cameras. Come.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying.
Come.
Do you think it's because of the camera? It's like Korea.
No, I believe he didn't know that he had been violated.
I think there's a
Honestly.
time. I think there's a time and a
You
place.
should check his face.
Yeah.
You should just go and watch those videos again. Check his face when Will
they
starts
spoke to him
shouting.
there.
When Will starts
Rock,
shouting,
relax.
that's when he realizes that this guy actually came and assaulted me.
Okay.
Before then,
All right, just to wrap it up, let's wrap that up. So I think for me, that was definitely a moment of weakness. It's never okay to be violent with anyone, right? Under any circumstance.
100%.
But I think with any of these issues, let's look at where Will is coming from, where Chris is coming from, where Jada is coming from. Let's look at this thing holistically. I'm just saying, there's definitely deeper issues that are there with Will that put him in that space, right? And personally, Jada is at the center of it, but I think, there's a lot to unpack there. And we don't condone violence, period, right? Whether we have disagreements
But guys,
as men,
Yeah.
we need to be able to use our words and know when to step
100%,
back.
100%.
There's a time and a place, you know what I mean? Another one, just before we wrap up, because we're running out of time. Somebody got their ass whooped in the ring yesterday.
Cassper.
And I think a lot of people were betting for Cassper to win. Because there was a lot of, a lot of noise coming from that camp, right? Around, it's a given. We will knock him out. And I saw that thing.
but
I was
he
just
got
like,
knocked out.
shout out to Cassper.
yeah.
This guy's an inspiration. No matter what you can say about that guy, the way he started and the way he is right now,
Right.
it's the same thing as me. No one has helped me to be where I am right now. You understand what I mean? It shows you that you don't need anyone to work. If you believe in something, you can make it happen.
Right.
So shout out to you, man, and I look up to you on your work.
Right.
Like you're the hardest working guy ever. Hip hop, my piano, my scanty, whatever, you will always make sure you're relevant. And I respect that. This guy, every year, you will always talk about Cassper. He has a shoot deal. BP Garage just did what with him. MTN he always finds a way of being there. That's what I mean. So that's one thing I respect about him. That's why everyone wants to beef with him. Because they know if you beef with Cassper, if he talks about you, if you can poke him in the right place, and he talks about you, he'll be known.
Do we think so? Just to find out, who was the loser? Was there a loser last?
Yeah, no, Cassper.
For me, Cassper didn't lose, dog. Cassper won.
No, Cassper lost.
He
the
might have
first
lost
match.
in the round, but he won.
Yeah,
bro.
no, definitely. Yeah,
He
you're
won.
right. But still,
He won.
At the end of the day, he didn't win the match.
He won.
He made a lot of money, probably. But he didn't win the match.
Sitting
you
on
understand?
silk.
And it's really dope.
He won.
What he's doing for the culture is really
Yeah,
dope.
man, and bringing back boxing. Shout out to that, man.
And salute to
Shout
how he
out to
took his
that,
L.
dog.
I like the way he presented himself.
Yes. No, I think we do have to shout him out in terms of.
And shout out to Naaq to pay the judges, man. You did good, man.
No, gents, I've never seen men tired like those men were in the third
They all were
round.
hugging, bro.
They
Situation.
did a theme song for that end part. And when they were hugging.
I was like, are these guys fighting or are they showing each other love? What is going on?
But I respect what.
I think it was a great exhibition. Yeah, it was.
I wish I was there.
Yeah,
because it was a vibe.
now they'll be there next time.
Yeah, man.
Celebrity is a thing now, right? But I think it was great to see, just how the thing was organized and presented, and it, like you said, it shed a light on boxing in general, and who do you think should fight next, though?
And you know what I also appreciated is the boxers he gave a chance before they came on.
Yeah.
You'll never
But
know
now,
how those.
you know what was fun? Now when I saw his coach was knocked out.
Hey, that's
I was like,
was knocked out. Hey, the coach.
And who was Slick Talk? Who was Slick Talk until Cassper gave him punches?
When I saw
we know Slick Talk.
when I saw him going into the ring with a knocked out coach,
His eyes down in his mouth.
I don't know. Yeah,
Like the coach was a fan. Like, my man, I know boxing, but he doesn't know. He just wants to hang around.
And the coach was going through interviews like, I will try to keep it to round 3.
I will try.
Knock him out.
Oh, Cassper, you paid for everything, but you couldn't pay for the coach, my man.
but yeah. That was great, man. Great entertainment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It was worth watching this one.
He took his L like a champion.
Yeah.
Right? So accepting it and giving the other guys accolades and
Yeah.
a decent
I wish they keep this going. I wish they keep this going because it's actually entertaining and something that to keep whatever is happening, and
we need
that
to grow,
if
man.
artists have beef, we already know how to take it. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, no one wants to reply with music.
Yeah.
Maybe they want to papa. There's a ring, sunset. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and we'd rather that than
Any TikToker, any Instagrammer wants to fight, I'm available. You know what I mean? I don't have any boxing. I've never trained, so I'm very weak. Try me.
But that was great, guys. To our followers, thank you so much for tuning in. Subscribe to the channel, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube. We there.
I think I know who Cassper can box next.
Who, dog? Who I was asking?
Nota.
Oh,
That would be
That would be epic, though, man.
So Nota, tell them, Nota and Cassper on your vest out here next time. You know, Cassper on your vest and
You know what
Nota.
I'm
Come on,
saying?
get in the ring, my man.
Let's
see
that,
what's
you know what I
happening.
mean?
Yeah, let's just end this thing, you know.
Before we cut, this is your boy, Mr. NT, Mr. Nice Things.
Right.
Follow me on Insta at Mr. NT_SA, on TikTok, Mr. NT_SA. If you don't want to follow first, you can check my shit. And then if you like, you can do the follow. And then on top of that, please subscribe, man. Subscribe on YouTube, Mr. NT_SA. And please, man, it's available, man.
Merch.
We have all the colors, man.
Rock with
At
it,
Nice
man.
Things SA, man. You know what I mean? Support. It's your boy from Soweto, man. You know, all that. Shout out to Tune for bringing me here. Shout out to the studio. And shout out to the love. And I love your guys and love the support and all that. And then I got a lot of surprises, man. There's things I'm gonna drop. I just wanna do some traffic on the internet, man. It's time to trend again. Shout out.
I think we deserve a video from Mr. NT for the show. Just for the show.
Shout out to Black Rebels Media Studio. Shout out to Bruce D. Shout out to Season. Shout out to everyone that loves me, and shout out to everyone, and shout out to my dad.
NT. Also shout out Nell T Studio.
Oh, shout out to Nell T Studio, best studio in the world, man. I'm gonna come back here when I hit million followers on TikTok.
Homie shouting out everyone else, dog. I'm like,
Neil, that side is like Neil's crying.
Shout out to the team to make this happen. This is best, man. This is a nice thing, and this is my second interview since I've missed the NT, and I'm grateful.
Nice.
When I hit million followers, please guys bring me back so we can celebrate, pop some shampoo. Yeah, man. Shout out to everyone, and guys, thank you so much.
Pleasure, bro.
Thank you.
Great to have Mr. NT, yo. Let's wrap it up. Cheers, guys. Tune in, subscribe. We'll see y'all on the
podcast.
There you go. Next episode. Peace.